Hello friends, welcome to Coding Droplets C# tutorial. So in this video we are going to cover two different topics. The first topic is about for loops. So what are the different types of for loops and how we can use for each method in our project. And the second topic is about if statement. We'll be covering how to use if condition, if else conditions, if else if conditions, and also the inline if conditions. So make sure you have subscribed the channel so that you won't miss the upcoming tutorial videos. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you will get notified once we upload new videos. So let us start the session now. For showing the sample or for showing the demo, I have created a sample console application. So this is a console application. So now let us see how we can use for loops and different types of for loops. So in our application we can use normal for loop, then Foreach loop as well. So we will see these two kinds of methods in this section. So for showing that, I'm just creating an array, a string array, var, or instead of var, I'm giving string array, say names is equal to John, then Mark, then Peter, then George, then Alice. Okay, so now we have an array of names, and inside that we have 5 different names. Okay, so here now we are going to use a normal for loop method for int I equal to 0. So we have to use 0 so that the arrays are 0 based index. So each array element will be having an index. The first starting element is having an index of 0, then the second element will be having an index of 1, then 2, 3, 4. This is how the index will be assigned to the array elements. So here what I'm doing is I less than names dot count. Okay, then I plus plus 5. So now names dot count will return the total number of elements in the array. Okay, or else we can give names dot length as well. So length will also return the number of elements in the array. Okay, now I'm printing, or I'm declaring another variable where string name is equal to names of, here I'm providing the index, so names of I. So first when this for loop works, the I value will be 0, and second time it will be 1, then 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now giving console dot write line name, name. Now let us see how it works. I'm running the application. So you can see now it has printed all the names of the array. Okay, so if we need to see the index as well, I will do one thing. I will give it like this: index is I, then after that I'm giving a pipe symbol, and name is name. Okay, so I'm printing in this way. Now you can see it will print the index as well. Okay, so index 0 is of John, index 1 is of Mark, 2 Peter, 3 George, and 4 Alice. So this is how normal for loop works. Okay, now let us check how we can use a for each method to do the same. Fine. So instead of this, I am giving for each string name in, then here we have to mention the array names. Now in the same way, I am providing console.writeLine of name. So you can see here it has printed all the names: John, Mark, Peter, George. So each time the for each method will assign each elements to the name variable string, and we can use this variable to in this method console.write, or you can use this variable for whatever thing you need. Hope you got this. Now let me show you one more thing. If you are having a list of variables, or a list means a collection, so how we let us create a list first, a list of string. Okay, so what I'm doing is list of string. I'm just commenting this out, we don't need this. Okay, then I'm naming it as names is equal to new list of string, and in the same way I'm giving the values here. So now this for each method will work in the normal way. Okay, let us run the application and see whether it is printing all the names, all the 5 names. Yes, you can see here it has printed all the 5 names. Now if you are using a list of particular data type, a list can be of any data type. It can be a string, integer, or boolean, or data, whatever, or decimal, whatever data type. And it can be also a list of complex data types, like if we have a model class, we can create a list of model class. I will show it in the same demo. So we can iterate through the list using this kind of for each method. And there is one more option. I'm just commenting this out, or I'm just removing this. Now what I'm doing is I'm just calling names dot for each. You can see there is a for each function or for each method for list elements. Okay, now I can do is I can provide a name such that, or we can provide anything, a such that. Okay, now console, or if you just have a single statement or a single method, you can provide it like this: console.writeLine of a. Here we have given a, so each time when this for each works, this value will be assigned to a. Okay, first it will be John, then second time it will be Mark, and third time it will be Peter, in that way. Okay, so now let us see whether it is working as expected. Yes, you can see it has printed all the 5 names. Now, as I told, if you have a single method to be executed inside for each, then you can give it like this. If you have multiple methods, then you can provide a curly braces here, and here inside the curly braces you can mention your methods. Now it will print in the same way all the 5 names in our list. So this is how we can use for each method. Hope you got the logic. So let me know which kind of for loop you use in your application commonly, whether it is a normal for loop or it is a for each. So which one you have seen very useful in our video. So let me know your comments. You can comment to the video. Okay, fine. So now let's see how we can use the same for each for a complex class or a complex object. So I'm creating a class here, public class, say customer. Okay, so in this we have one property named customer name, that is a string data type, and another property named email, that is also a string data type, and another property of age, that is an integer data type. Okay, so we have these three properties inside our customer class. So now let's see how we can create a list of this complex data, this complex objects, and how we can iterate using the for each method. So let me remove all this. Now I'm creating some customer 1 is equal to new customer. So here first the customer name is John, okay, and email is john@gmail.com. okay. Now age is some 29. Okay, now I'm just copying this and pasting it again and creating a new customer 2 here. Okay, and changing the name to Mark. So the email is mark@gmail.com and his age is 35. Okay, now customer 3. So the name of the customer is Peter and email is peter@gmail.com and age is 28 or 25. Okay, fine. Now we have three different customers. Now I'm declaring a new list of customer. So I'm naming it as customers is equal to new list of customer and adding these three customers in it, customer 1, customer 2, then customer 3. Okay, fine. Now we have a list of three different customers. Now what I'm going to do is, first I will use the normal for each method, customer, and I'm naming it as customer in customers. Okay, now here I'm printing console.writeLine. So name is customer name. So this customer is the variable we have declared here. So each time when this for each works, it will take each objects from this list, okay, and assign to this customer variable. So here we will get the customer object and we are printing name is customer name. Now email is customer.email. Okay, now age is, customer.age. So now let's see how it works. Yes, you can see now it has iterated in the list and it has printed all the three records or all the three objects in the list. Okay, so in the same way as we have discussed before, instead of this normal kind of for each, what I can do is I can use customers.foreach is such that, console.writeLine, and in the same way I'm giving name is customer, not customer, here I have given a, so a.name. So we can give anything here, so I can give customer here. So now what we can use is customer dot customer name, then email is customer dot email, then age is customer dot age. Okay, now let me run the application, and you can see now in the same way it has iterated in the list and it has printed all the values or all the objects values in the list. Name is John, Mark, Peter, and their email ID is age. So this is how we can use for each method in a list. Okay, hope you got the logic. If you have any doubts, you can comment to the video. We will be replying as soon as possible. Now we can see how we can use if statements. So there are different methods: if normal if statement, if else statement, or if else condition, then if else if condition, then inline if condition. So we will be covering all these in this section. So let us start the second section now. Now first we are going to see how we can use if conditions, or how we can use the if statement. So for that, first I'm creating a integer variable int number is equal to 2. So I have assigned 2 to the number variable. Okay, now I will show you how we can use the if statement. So first I am declaring, I am using the keyword if. Now opening the bracket, number, so number is the variable which we have declared now, number equal to 2. So here we have to use double equal to, so this is a condition. So here the application will check whether the number is equal to 2. So for that reason we have to use double equal to. Now if it is equal to 2, then what we have to do is console. I'm printing a message in the console application, console.writeLine, the number is 2. Okay, now I'm running the application and let's see whether the message got printed in the application. So it is building now. Yeah, it is running now. Yes. So you can see now once the application executed this condition, so now the number is equal to 2. So it has printed this message in the application. Okay. So if this condition is true, then it will come to the commands or the method or the things what we have mentioned inside this curly braces, and it will execute the functions. Okay, now let's say I'm changing the number value to 5. Now let's see how it works. So now we can tell that yes, now we can see it has not printed any message here. The number previously it has printed the number is 2, but now it has not printed any message. So that means now this condition is false. So the number is not equal to 2. So that is the reason it has not printed this message. Now I will give another condition. If the number is greater than 2, then I'm printing a message, the number is greater than 2. Okay, so now let's see. Now you can see it has printed the message. So this function or this condition is true and it has printed the message here. Now if I can change this to less than, so this means if the number is less than 2, then it should print the message here. So the number is less than 2. Okay, now let's see. It will not print any message. Why? Because now the number is not less than 2. The number value is 5. So this condition will become false and it will not execute this method. Okay. Now here I will show you one more thing. Now here I am giving greater than symbol and I'm changing the value, or I'm checking that whether number is greater than 5. So here we know that the number is 5, the value of this number variable is 5, and here we are checking whether the number value is greater than 5. And I'm running the application. So here you can see it still doesn't print. Why? Because the number is not greater than 5, it is equal to 5. So there is one more option we can give, like this greater than or equal to. So this means if the number is greater than or equal to 5, then we should print this message. So here I'm changing the message is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, I've changed the message to be printed. So I'm running the application. Now you can see it has printed. So the number value is 5 and it has printed this message while running the application. Now in the same way we can use less than or equal to. So now also it will print. Why? Because it is equal to 5, and when we are checking this condition, this condition is true. It is the number is less than or equal to 5, so it is equal to 5, so this condition will become true. So it has printed or it has executed this method. Now let me show you how we can use one more thing. If this condition is false, then we can, if we need to execute some other methods, then we can use else condition. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm changing this to, okay, no problem, it will be, let it be 5, but here I'm checking if it is less than 3, then we should print the number is less than 3. Okay, else means there are two chances. Either the number can be greater than 3 or the number can be equal to 3. So here what I'm doing is I'm printing one more message. The number is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so now let me run the application. So here now you can see it has printed the number is greater than or equal to 3. So that means when it checked this condition is not true, so it gone to the else part and it has printed or it has executed the method what we have given here. Okay, so now if I'm changing this value to 2, so now we know that the first condition will be true. Okay, so now let's see how it works. So now you can see it has printed the number is less than 3 and it has not executed the method which is under else part. Okay, so this is how we can use if else condition. Now one more thing I need to, so in the previous example, so now what if this number is equal to 3? So if I need to print the exact description or exact thing while executing these methods. So if the number is less than 3, then I need to print it is less than 3. If it is greater than 3, then I need to print it is greater than 3, and if it is equal to 3, then I need to print it is equal to 3. So in that case, what I can do is, here what I'm doing is, first I'm checking whether the number is equal to 3. Then I'm printing the number is equal to 3. Now, here when we are coming to the else part, so this else part means this number is not equal to 3. Okay, so it can be either less than or greater than, but here what I need is, I need to create one more if condition. So I can give it like this: else if the number greater than 3, then I can print the number is greater than 3, so no need to give equal to, the number is greater than 3. Now else, so here now else means the number is less than 3. Why? Because we have already checked whether the number is equal to 3, and next we have checked whether the number is greater than 3. So if this condition also not matches, so now the application will first check this condition. So if it does not match this condition, automatically application will check this condition. So if it is not matching, then only it will execute the last else condition. So here what I can do is, I'm printing the number is less than 3. So here it is confirmed that the number will be less than 3, then only this else part will work. Okay, so here now let's see, now the number is equal to 3. Now we can see how it is printing the values. So now you can see it has printed the number is equal to 3. So that means it has executed the if method, the section under if condition. Okay, so as the number is equal to 3, now what I'm doing is, I'm changing this value to 2. Now first it will check whether the number is equal to 3, so it is not equal to 3, so it will go to the else if part, and it will check whether the number is greater than 3. So it is not greater than 3, then what it will do is, it will execute the else part. So that means the number is less than 3. So we should get the number is less than 3 message in our application. So I'm running the application now. So you can see we have got the same message what we have mentioned here. The number is less than 3. Okay. Now if I am giving some number which is greater than 3, say 7. Okay, so now it will go to this condition and it will check whether the number is equal to 3. So it is not equal to 3. Then it will go to this condition. So whether the number is greater than 3, and this condition matches. Why? Because the number is 7, so it is greater than 3. So it should print this part or this method. It should execute this method. Now let's see whether we are getting the same message. The number is greater than 3. Yes, we have received the same message. So this is how we can use if, else if, and else conditions. So here we can give as many conditions we need. Now I will show you one more example. So in this, inside a condition, we can provide AND operator. AND means, I will show you, number less than 10. Okay, so this is the AND operator. So this means for this condition to be satisfied, the number should be greater than 3, and also the number should be less than 10. Okay, so here I am printing the number is greater than 3 and less than 10. Okay, now I will show you how we can give one more condition. I'm giving one more else if condition here, number greater than 10. We can give as many else if conditions we need. There is no limitation for that. Okay, So now if number is greater than 10, I'm printing the number is greater than 10. Okay. And now the number is 7. So let's check. So when the number is 7, first it will check for this condition. So number is not equal to 3. So this won't work. This method won't get executed. And it goes to the next condition. So here the number should be greater than 3 and less than 10. So this condition actually matches. So we should get this message while running the application. Now let's see, I'm running the application. See, we got the message, the number is greater than 3 and less than 10. And now I'm changing the value to 20. So 20, this condition should match. Okay, why? Because the number is 20, so it is greater than 10. So we should get this message. So I'm running the application. Yes, we got the number is greater than 10. Okay, so this is how. Here we have mentioned two things. One is how to use an AND operator and how we can use multiple else if methods or conditions. Okay, now let's move. Let's show more about the operators. If number is greater than 10, and so okay, well, do one thing. First I will show you AND operator again. If it is greater than 10 and number less than 20, then we should print. Okay, I'm just printing the condition matches. Okay, that's it. Fine. So now let me run the application. So you can see it has not printed this message condition matches. Why? Because now the number is equal to 20. So here when we are checking, when the application is checking this condition, the number should be greater than 10 and the number should be less than 20. But here the number is equal to 20, so this condition won't match. Okay. Now if I need, we can provide less than or equal to here, then this condition will match. So it will print the condition matches. Fine. Okay. Now I'm providing another condition. If the number is equal to 10, or, so this is the OR symbol or OR operator. Okay, is equal to 10 or the number is equal to 20, then we should print this. Okay, the condition matches message. Okay, so now I'm running the application. So you can see now it has printed. Why? Because the number is equal to 20. So in this condition, the number should be either 10 or 20. Then only it will print this message. Now say the number is 15, sorry, and let's run the application. Now you can see it has not printed this message. Why? Because the number is not equal to 10 and not equal to 20. Okay. So this is how we can use OR operator. So OR operator means any of these conditions should match. Then it will execute the methods inside the curly braces. And AND operator means both these conditions should match. Then only it will print this message or it will execute the methods inside the curly braces. So here now you can, if you check our condition, this condition is wrong. Logically this condition is wrong, but you won't get any error if you build the application. Why? Because there is no error while compilation. Okay, but logically this is wrong. A single integer variable will be having a single value, so it cannot be both 10 and 20. Okay, either it can be 10 or it can be 20, but it cannot be 10 and 20 both. So here we are checking using AND operator. So this condition will only works if the number variable is equal to 10 and number variable is equal to 20. So this is not going to work at all. Why? Because this will not happen in our application. Okay, so here what I'm doing is we can change it to what we have given before, greater than 10 or less than 20. Now it will work. So now this condition is a valid one, it will work. Yes, the condition matches. Fine. So now we have checked how we can use AND operator or operator. Next thing what we are going to do is we have already told how to use the equal to operator. So if number equal to 20, then we can, or equal to 10, let's say 10, then we can print this message. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this. Now if I need to print a message if the number is not equal to 10, okay, so how we can check whether the number is not equal to 10? So here we can give it like this. This means not equal to. Okay, so now if the number is not equal to 10, then we should get this message. So now I'm running the application, so it won't print any message. Why? Because now the number is equal to 10. So I'm just changing the value to 15 and running the application again. So you can see now we got the message. So now the number is not equal to 10 and it has printed this message, or it has executed this method. Okay, so in the same way, instead of integer variable, let's say string text is equal to sample. Okay, now I'm just commenting this thing out. Okay, now here we can check whether text is equal to sample, then we should print this message. Now I'm running the application, so you can see it has printed. That means this condition matches. Okay, and in the same way I can use not equal to. So now we won't get any message printed. Why? Because now the condition doesn't match as the text is equal to sample. So I am changing it here. So sample 1, 2, 3. So now this condition will match and we will get this message while running the application. The condition matches. Yes. So the same way we can use these operators with a text condition, or a text variable. Also, I'm just commenting this out and will show you one more thing. Rules test is equal to true. Okay, so this is a Boolean variable. Okay, so let's say if test equal to true, then we should print this message. So let's check it now. Yes, we got the same message. The condition matches as the test Boolean variable is true. Now we can change it here. If we need to match the condition only when the bool test is equal to false, now it won't print the message as the test variable is having a true value. Okay, now if I'm changing it here, it should work. Okay, now here for bool variables, what we can do is, or for a Boolean variable, what we can do is, instead of giving test equal to true, we can just simply give if test. So this means if test is equal to true. Okay, I'll just show you now. So let's say test equal to true. Okay, I've changed the variable value to true, and let's check whether it prints this message. So now we can see it has printed the message So if test, this means if test equal to true, both are same. There is no difference at all. And in the same way, if we need to give it like this, if test not equal to true, that means if test is false, okay, or let's say if test equal to false. So if we need to give this condition, instead of giving it like this, we can simply give it like this. Now this will only execute this method if the test variable is having a false value. Okay, so now let's check. So here now the test variable is having a true value, so it should not print this. So let's check now. Yes, you can see it has not printed that condition matches message. So that means this function application has not executed this method. Why? Because the test is not equal to true. Oh, sorry, the test is not equal to false. So I'm changing it to false now and running the application again. So now you can see it will print the condition matches message. Okay, fine. Now we are going to see how we can use inline if conditions. So let's take the previous example. Int number is equal to 10. Okay. Now I am declaring a string var result is equal to. Now I am giving the condition number is greater than. Let's say number is equal to 10. So in the same way as we have given in an if condition, so I have just given the condition here. Now after that we have to provide a question mark. So if this condition matches, then the string result value should be number is equal to 10. Okay. Now if it is not equal to 10, the else part. So for mentioning the else part, we can just put a colon. Now number is not equal to 10. It's very simple. So here this is the condition, then question mark, then we should mention the value to be assigned to the string variable result if the condition is true. Now if the condition is false, so we have mentioned a column here. Then after that we have mentioned the value to be assigned to the string result if this condition is false. Okay. Now after that I'm just printing the value of result. Result. Okay. So now you can see it has printed the number is equal to 10 as the number value is 10. So this condition matches. So it has assigned number is equal to 10 value to this string and we got this result. Now let's say the number value is 15. So now this condition doesn't match. So it should assign this particular text to the string and we should get that. Yes, number is not equal to 10. So this is how we can use the inline if condition. Okay, so here we can use all the operators like greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, then not equal to, all the operators, and we can also use the AND or condition operators. So here AND number less than 20. So now it will check whether the number is greater than 10 and the number is less than 20. If this condition matches, then it should assign So here we can change is greater than 10 and less than 20, then so if this condition doesn't match, that means either the number can be less than 10 or greater than 20, less than or equal to 10 or greater than or equal to 20. Okay, number is less than or equal to 10 or greater than or equal to 20. Okay, so this is how we can use inline methods. So now if we run the application, number is greater than 10 and less than 20, so the number is 15 now. So we got this message. Okay, so this is how we can use the if condition inline. Now if we need to show, or if we need to mention multiple conditions and inline in an inline if condition, I will just show you, but that will be some confusing, but I will just show you how we can do that. Now in the same way what we have done before, if the number greater than 0 and number less than or equal to 10, okay, so here I need to assign number is greater than 0 and less than 10, less than or equal to 10. Okay, now in the else part, again I need to check whether the number is greater than 10 and less than or equal to 20. Okay, for that, so okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just move this to the next line so you will be able to understand it more clearly. Now after this column, again I need to mention one more condition and need to check whether the number is greater than 10 and less than or equal to 20. So what I'm doing is I have just opened a bracket and mentioned it like this: number greater than 10 and number less than or equal to 20. Okay, now again I'm using in the same way, opening a question mark. Sorry, I'm mentioning I just use the question mark here. Now if this particular condition matches, then I need to assign number is greater than 10 and less than or equal to 20. Okay, now if this condition doesn't match the else part, I'm just printing number is greater than 20. Okay, that's it. So now we have two conditions in the same method or the same function. So now let's see. First I'm assigning value 5 here and running the application. So you can see now the number is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 10, so that is fine. Now the next condition we will check is 10, the number should be between 10 and 20, so I'm changing it to 15. Okay, so now we should get the number is greater than 10 and less than or equal to 20. So we got the message here. Now another thing what I am checking is the number is equal to 25. So in this case we should get this message, number is greater than 20. Okay, so I'm running the application and you can see we will get the message, number is greater than 20. Okay, so in this way we can mention multiple methods. So here if I need another method, again I can open a bracket Then in the same way, I can mention the condition 20 and number less than or equal to 30. Again, I can print two different messages here. So here I can say the number is greater than 30, and here I can say the number is greater than 20 and less than or equal to 30. So in this way we can include multiple conditions in inline method. Hope you got the logic. So please comment in the video which kind of function you are using in your application, whether it is a normal if statement, if-else statement, or if-else if statement, or you prefer to use the inline methods. Let me know your feedback on this. So hope you got the logics of both the topics, for loops and if statement. So let us know your feedback in video comment. Also, please like the video if you enjoyed it and if it helped you, and share the video to your friends. So please subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. So see you in the next video. Thank you all.